Hello, Shadowcat back. Yes, back. This is the right terminology because we are back with the Humble Spotlight. It's July. It's time for a new Humble Bundle. Let's face it, it's been time for a new Humble Spotlight for a while. Unfortunately, because of things going on in real space, I had to miss out on May and June. But those things are done now. And so now we're back. It's July, and oh boy, do we have one. So, before we do anything else, I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit. Sound, music. Let's take you down to about halfway. There we go, that's much better. Alright. Apply. Yes, save that. Perfect, much better. So, like I said, I had things going on in real space during May and June. I couldn't get around to this, and I'm sorry about that, even though, as I recall, June had some really interesting games in it that I would have liked to do, but I didn't get the chance to. But that's okay, we're going to make up for it. Because for July, we're doing Rogue Trader. Yes, another 40k game. I like 40k, what can I say? It's dark in like all of the best ways. It's lore rich. It's everything. I know a lot of people like 40k for all like the battles and stuff, but I think the more interesting part is just seeing how the world works in the 40,000 century, 41st century. I don't remember exactly. I'm not as big into like the battles, and I definitely can't memorize all like the names and dates and things like that. But seeing how society works and how everybody interacts, I like it. And so today, we're going to be diving into Rogue Traders. Now, if you don't know what Rogue Traders are, that's okay, because they'll probably explain it. But to give you a general kind of surface level idea of what Rogue Traders are, in the Imperium of Man, everything is very, very strictly structured. There is a rule for everything, usually 50 or 60 rules for everything, actually. And everybody lives under the thumb of somebody else. Unless, of course, you're the Emperor, but if you're the Emperor, you have other problems. However, every so often there is a rich family somewhere who has their own starship and their own ambitions, and they become rogue traders. They are unofficially sanctioned traders. They do a lot of things that are like outright heretical. But at the same time, they also get things done. And so they're kind of tolerated. A little bit like the Mechanicus. Okay? Everybody in the Imperium hates the Mechanicus for what they do with machines. But at the same time, do you want to have tanks? Do you want to have starships? Do you want to have microwaves? Well, then you need the Mechanicus. Because nobody else can do it. So, they're tolerated. Rogue traders are a little bit less tolerated, but so long as you don't stray too far into heresy, it's alright. So that's kind of the overview, and we'll learn more about it as we go, I'm sure. Now, this game is famous because it is apparently so very good. And just recently, Rogue Trader 2 came out, and people were literally salivating over it. Now, I haven't played this one or that one. I know almost nothing about the game itself, except that apparently it's got a great character creator, and I love character creators, and I want to go make a character right now. So, let's go ahead and do that. New game. Main story, Void Shadows. Oh, this is DLC. Okay, we're going to go with the main story, obviously. Next. Difficulty. Now, I have heard in some other places that it's usually good to turn the difficulty up on games, because that's the way the game is meant to be played. I'm not sure about that. And I do want to get through this at, maybe at a decent pace, so perhaps we'll go ahead and leave things as they are. I mean, this seems fine. What is this? Grim Darkness? This mode is only for the ultimate challenge for the boldest of Lord Captains who want to truly immerse themselves in the worlds of 40,000. with all the high stakes possible. All decisions, victories, losses in Grim Darkness mode are final and irreversible. You have a single save. Okay, so this is Iron Man mode. Okay, let's go ahead and just continue with the rules as is, okay? You do get to make a character. So they do have some pre-made characters. There's Hector, who's a soldier and has these things. There's Darius, who is an operative. And look at him. He looks fantastic. Except for those lapels. Those are enormous. And Bahardor, who is a warrior. We're going to make our own character, thank you very much. I like making characters. So let's go. Okay, first off, portrait. Well, you look like a sister of battle. I don't want to be a sister of battle. No. No. You look like a commissar. Again, I can't deal with those lapels. No. Ooh. Pretty. Maybe. No. 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 You look an Eldar. No. 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 I'm running out of portraits. No. No. Ooh. Maybe. No. No. Ooh, I kind of like yours too. Okay, so we got... I want to say... You're probably more of an Inquisitor, actually. You look a little bit more like Mechanicus, but you're obviously holding a psychic staff, so you're definitely obviously a Psyker. Do I want to be a Psyker? I don't know, I kind of like to be a Psyker. I'm going to go with you, though. You're going to be the one. Oh, wait, custom portrait? Can I import my own portraits? I have a portrait to import, though. It's a shame. No, we'll just go with this one for now. Maybe I can change it later. Who knows? Okay, next. Appearance. Oh, no, wait, that was all appearance. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, okay, here we go. Appearance. Yeah, it's all fine. How about this? We'll randomize things a little bit. So there's 16 of these faces. Let me pull up a die here. I guess that's what we're doing. And it's going to be roll 1d 16. And it's a 6. So we're going to go with a 6. Okay then. That's Oh, okay. Those are just like little add-ons on the face. Okay, and body. I like that one. That one's better. Skin tone looks kind of green. Don't be green. That's more of a red. I don't know. The color swatch looks a little green, but I guess the skin tone's okay. Okay, hair is a little on the opulent side for me. Just a little bit. How about this? Maybe a little bit longer? Shorter? No. Somebody needs a brush. It's not bad. You go for the half-shaved look. It's very 40K. I like that one, though. That's a good one. Tattoos. I'm not really a tattoo person, so... Besides, you're going to be wearing something anyway. You'll never see it. Augmentations. Okay, here's the face stuff. Not huge into the augmentations. And we can pick 2 of them. Also, apparently I have a scar. Do I have to have a scar? I don't want a scar. Oh, wait, scars. There we go. No more scars. Trust me, I'm sure that I'll rack up some scars later. But I'm unscarred at the moment. Now, what else do we have? Tubes up your nose. Chrome dome. What else we got? A chin plate? Kind of weird. Oh, hey, it's that guy from James Bond. I mean, maybe. Actually, I'm going to skip the augments. Like, I would take an eye augment, but I don't see one of those, so maybe we'll just skip that.
Lay in the course.
Okay, voices. Bold, pious, pragmatic. I'm pragmatic.
I always get the job done.
I do always get the job done. Except when I don't. Heretic? I'm not a heretic, nor am I mad. Okay, we'll stay with pragmatic. Okay, now I get to pick a world. So, Death World. Death Worlds, the plants, the beasts, sometimes even the environment itself take aggressive and destructive forms inimical to human life. Whilst exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death Worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence to harvest. Okay, well, I mean, I grew up in the United States. Not really a Death World. Same thing for Voidborn. Hive World. So Hive Worlds are just the urban centers. It's like literally an entire population crammed into one city. I did not grow up in the city, so okay, fine. Forge World. Forge Worlds are the domain of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I love those guys. Entire planets ceded to the demands of vast macro industries. Each is a manufacturing super complex. Where I grew up was not exactly an industrial place, so maybe not. In Imperial World, one of the millions of planets united in the belief of the immortality, or the immortal God Emperor. Hailing from hyper-technological societies to grimy feudal populations, the inhabitants of countless worlds offer fealty and devotion to the master of humanity. That seems like me. I live in the US. That makes us an imperial world. I pay taxes. So, alright, we're going to go with Imperial World. What does that get me? Humanity's finest. I can feel the patriotism already. Imperial World characters can select from any characteristic except for weapon skill or ballistic skill and add 10. Cool. Also, ready to serve. When a character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability or effects, their resolve increases or is increased by their fell bonus, divided by 2 for 1 round. Better to die for the Emperor. When they're under 40% wounds, Imperial World characters gain a plus 10% to all characteristics and a plus 2 resolve. Okay. I'm doing my part. If no other character in the current party has the same archetype as this character, the first archetype ability used in each combat requires 1 less AP. Cool. No heresy. Plus 10% critical hit chance and plus 10% armor against Xenos or demonic creatures. And stronger together. All allies, excluding Xenos of course, in the current party get plus 5 to the same characteristic as was chosen for Humanity's Finest. Well, let's move on. So, Humanity's Finest, what's it going to be? I don't even know what kind of person I'm going to be yet. Or what my skills are. That's why you usually roll your stats first. At least in tabletop games. I'm smart. I'll take intelligence. Okay, now, origin. What am I? An Astra Militarum commander. I do not actually have any kind of military experience, so I'm not going to be a commander nor a commissar. I'm actually, believe it or not a criminal. I am not even religious, so I'm not going to be a priest. Not a naval officer. So that leaves either a noble or a psyker. The highest nobility in the Imperium are erroneously privileged and a powerful elite to breed apart from the common masses. Again, I was born in the United States. That makes me the top 5% of the world. I mean, I'm not like the top 1% in the US, obviously. I'm not even in the top 50%. But just being born in the US is a good thing. Also, I'm not psychic. Although it would be cool to be psychic, I'm actually not psychic. So, I'm thinking we're going to be a noble. So my ability is, you, serve me. Yeah, wish I could do that more often. The noble assigns one ally who will become their servant until the end of combat. Anytime their abilities affect the servant gains +5 to all characteristics till the start of the next turn. Anytime the servant attacks a target that noble dealt damage to the last turn, the servant gains 10 plus the noble's fell bonus, whatever that is. I should have looked at more of those when we took our bonus. Whatever fell is. A chance against that target can only be used once per combat. Okay. Oh, fellowship. Okay. Makes sense. So I'm going to get more intelligence, I'm going to get more fellowship, I'll get more coercion and persuasion. And the following features will be available right after Origin Advancement, more fellowship and more persuasion. My talents are you, do something, you, protect me, you, go on, you, kill it, and you are next. I get to tell people what to do. Who doesn't love telling people what to do? Alright, we're going to be a noble. Okay, now, my greatest triumph, an apex of brilliance, an illustrious glory, or a feat of greatness. Well, we're already a smart person, so I guess we should go apex of brilliance. Makes sense, I think. I don't know if I've ever ended like a war, but more commerce, more coercion. I think I'll take the persuasion. I'm persuasive. Grim Portents. So, Grim Portents, a brand of shame or a shadow of torment. I was kidnapped for ransom. My captors mistreat us until the moment we release. I've never been kidnapped. Bastard, illegitimate member of the family who immediately turns back on you. That's not me either. And a mysterious tome was discovered in my family library that exacted a terrible toll on my mind. Oh no, my parents' porn stash. I'm kidding, of course. But, I think we'll go with that one. Alright, what is this? Archetypes. So there we go. My homeworld, my origin, my triumph, my darkest hour. And now I have to pick an archetype. Warrior. Obviously, combatants boasting exceptional melee prowess. I'm guessing soldier's the opposite of that. Yeah, the master of all ranged weapons. Keystone features run and gun and revel in slaughter. Warrior gets charge and endure. But I like to use my head. So what about the operative? Analyze enemies. Target an enemy within line of sight. That target immediately gains a +1, or a +1 plus the intelligence bonus divided by 2 exploits. Whatever that means. Or expose weakness. Remove all exploits from the target, decreasing the target's dodge, parry, and armor by 15 plus the exploits removed times the I guess that's perception bonus, divided by 3%. Holy crap, the math. What about the officer? Keystone features. Bring it down. Immediately grants an ally an extra turn with 2 AP and no MP. Okay. If they're under the effective voice of the command, and kills the enemy before the end of the officer's turn, the ally gains a one-time additional plus 2 times the officer's fellow bonus momentum. Whatever that means. And voice of command forces an ally to fully push themselves, increasing their characteristics by 10, plus the officer's fellowship bonus for 1 round. My fellowship should be pretty good. I'm going to be an officer. And we'll be able to become a vanguard, a master tactician, or a grand strategist. Okay, characteristics. Here we go. This is looking more like a character sheet. Ballistic skills, strength, toughness, agility, intelligence, perception, willpower, fellowship. Obviously, our intelligence and fellowship are already really high. Fellowship could be higher, though. And looks like everything goes up by 5s. So what if I didn't do that? What if I increased other things? If it costs 5, I could increase 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'd have to give something up. I don't intend to be anywhere close to anything, so I could probably skip strength. So watch this. We're going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so there we go. 35, 30, 35, 35, 45, 35, 35, and 35. I'm guessing I can't take any points away from you, can I? My fellowship should probably be a little bit higher, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Alright, let's run it. Okay, and I get a ship. It's actually a pretty cool ship. Now, mind you, it's a lot bigger than it looks. Like, this ship probably holds 10,000 people. It's not small, and neither are any of those cannons. These things are all basically just floating cities. Even the smallest ones. Let's see, Sword-class frigate. Estimated dimensions, 1.6 kilometers in length. I mean, think about that. Oh, yeah, estimated number of souls, 26,000. Okay, that's almost as big as the town I grew up in. Alright, we'll take it. Patient fortune? Sure, I like it. Next. Alright, and here's me. I'm wearing a dead thing around my neck. Okay. I guess I'll take it. There's my stats. Name. Edit. Obviously, we are Shadowcat. There we go. And I am a rogue trader. Imperial World, Noble, humanity's finest intelligence. Yeah, it's all good. I think this is all really good. I did take a penalty for my Lore of the Warp, but it's fine. I'm sure we'll learn. Alright, let's run it.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Okay, here we go. You're in dialogue, and here you have options. Alright, I got it. This gave me Baldur's Gate vibes, and I loved Baldur's Gate. Okay, right, so, looking upon the Emperor, Yeah, truly an awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with a chance to give their very life for the master of humanity. Allow me to introduce myself. Kunrad Voitvir, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
I haven't either. So, hyperlinks. I can hover over these things. Ah, Rogue Trader. A subject to the Imperium with a unique hereditary title, a Rogue Trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. See, I told you we'd learn these things. Your name is not a hyperlink, though. Okay, I got it. Oh, wow, I have a whole name? Okay, hold on. Duchess Shadowcat, Eos Venria Deval of Calixis. You may call me Your Grace.
My deepest respects to you, Your Grace. A noble of the Imperium. It's been a long time since Providence last brought such eminent guests aboard this vessel.
Long names always command respect. The longer your name is and the longer it takes you to make people sit through it, the more respect you get.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
You're changing my name? Okay, also, apparently I have lots of options. Okay, you said that I am only one of the rogue traders there. There's another one?
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
And it's a him. Okay. So he already said that apparently we're here as like an heir? I don't think I need to ask that. Strange title for Lady Theodora? No, I'm not interested. Tell me about the ship. Or tell me about the captain, rather.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that Her Ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Oh, good to know. I like him. Can I just say that, like, we're only a few minutes into this. The voice acting is on point. Also, Warrant of Trade, a sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. Cool. Alright, so I assume that you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencias are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Okay. So, they want us to move. Oh, I think even the
always keep my
icons are the
options
same.
open.
Yeah, this is just like Baldur's Gate. A little hop, skip, and a jump. That's fun. Okay, so here's what I think we're going to do. He's already left without us, so we're going to do a little bit of catch up. But what I think we're going to do is we're going to cut it right here. We'll take a break. We come back tomorrow. We're going to follow him. We'll meet the captain, find out why we're here, what's expected of us, and we'll figure everything else out from there. So,
Is there money to be made?
if you want to see more of 40k Rogue Trader, then subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, that we get notified every time these videos come out. If you know somebody else who's also into 40k games like this, or RPGs in general, then share this video with them. Ooh, I can zoom. As far as I can zoom in, though. Otherwise, if you like what we're doing here, you like me, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time for more Rogue Trader. And until then, take care.